I remember that moment, climbing that mountain. Heavy cloud cover, some drizzle. The rest of my group was nowhere in sight. Climbing and climbing. One of the hardest mountains I ever climbed. When I got to the top and I finally saw the open area, I was like, wow. And I was reflecting, why was this so hard? Why was I knocking out all the delicious chocolate and protein bars that were in my backpack as I hiked that afternoon in the mountains of South Africa on the Eastern Transvaal, as I took a group from a program that we ran on a 3-day hike? Why was that hike, that part of the hike, the hardest? And then it dawned upon me. Usually when you climb, you see your goal. Or you see at least a short-term goal. And that pulls you forward. But here it was so cloudy I could not see a foot ahead of me. And because I could not see a foot ahead of me, it's so hard to climb. You see, in life, the struggle isn't always the hardest thing. It's feeling a sense of loss. A sense of, is this forever? Am I ever going to be able to climb out? Sometimes we lose sight of the goal. Or we don't see that there is an end goal. It's at those moments that we have to stop and remember that there is an end goal. There is a top of the mountain. There is a way forward. Sometimes one step at a time. And it's important to remain focused on that goal. And to reach out to others to help you see your goal if you can't see it yourself. Because struggle, hardship, double empowers us, puts a bigger fire in our belly to want to move forward. This Shabbat is called Shabbat Chazon, a Shabbat of a vision. As this upcoming Wednesday night, Thursday, is the saddest day of the Jewish calendar, Tisha B'Av, where both temples were destroyed and many other calamities happened. But this Shabbat is a Shabbat that Chazon, a vision that we look forward. Because we're not mourning the temple for the sake of mourning, just to be mournful. We're mourning the temple to remember what we used to have and desire to want a better future. The saddest thing is when we get content, or when we just give up and we just mourn. No. Mourning is putting the fire in our belly, putting the desire for a better tomorrow, and knowing that we could make that happen. And that's why this Shabbat has that name as the Haftorah that we read tomorrow, to have a vision of a better tomorrow, a vision where we will have a third temple, a vision that each and every one of us in our struggles, we will reach that mountaintop. We should make a vision. So let us take this time of reflection these days as you lead up to the 9th day of Av, and always to take our pains and our struggles and use that as gas in our engines to make a stronger and brighter future. Shabbat Shalom. We're here for each other, for greatness and happy times to come. Let's get that vision. Shabbat Shalom.